You're injured, you're injured, you're injured. Oh, didn't see you right there. It's a new era of Monday Night Raw. Paul Heyman is out and it's all Bruce. In an effort to streamline our creative writing process for television, we have consolidated both teams from Raw and SmackDown into one group, led by Bruce Pritchard. Paul Heyman will concentrate on his role as an in-ring performer. WWE's words, not mine. In-ring performer. Oh boy. We might get another greatest wrestling match ever. Can you imagine the amount of dream matches with Paul Heyman? Not only dream matches, storylines. I would appreciate a love affair story.
I humiliated Edge. I embarrassed Edge.
So it's a new era of Monday Night Raw. I don't think it was a bad episode. Maybe an unpopular opinion? I think it was pretty great. Maybe a coincidence, I'm not quite sure. But we got Christian back. Not only Christian got back, we got Christian in a wrestling ring. An instant classic. We also got RTruth thinking he might become the new Becky 2 belts. Of course, the show wasn't perfect, by any means. There are some things that I would just like to erase from the show. But all in all, I didn't feel much of a difference, and maybe it was even a bit better than before. We'll see how it goes. But this episode of Monday Night Raw kicked off with Randy Orton. Randy Orton says he humiliated Edge and wrote the final chapter of his redemption. He also gave Edge his closure. He sent him back home to his wife and kids. He knew that the injury happened, but he kept going. But we will see Edge in July of 2029. I don't understand the hate that Randy Orton is getting. All this man wants to do is to send another man, his friend, to his family. I think that's a great thing. That's awesome. If I told you to go back to your family, spend more time with your wife and kids, you would thank me. You wouldn't attack me. And Randy Orton is a babyface in this situation. I'll see you in 9 years. That's basically what Randy Orton said. We got Christian, man. We got Captain Charisma interrupting. And Christian says Edge will be back, and you know that. He never quits. Orton says, you're just jealous. You're also a junkie for wrestling, Christian. And he actually, well, he had an offer. I know you're injured, but what about an unsanctioned match later tonight on Monday Night Raw? What about that? Which, let's be honest, doesn't make a lot of sense. I can tell you about 1,000 situations when a retired wrestler wanted to fight, but he never mentioned an unsanctioned match. He never did that, even though he, well, could have, it seems like. I'm retired, I'm not medically cleared, I wanna fight, but I can't. Unsanctioned? No, that doesn't exist. That doesn't make any sense. But whatever, I was still excited. What a way to kick off Monday Night Raw. Wow. And of course, Christian said no, but Randy Orton called him a coward. And when you call a wrestler a coward, oh boy. Reverse psychology always works in wrestling. During the show, we got the Big Show talking to Christian, Ric Flair talking to Christian, basically telling him not to do it. You don't have to do this. You're not a wrestler anymore. But Christian, well, he thought about it. He actually thought about doing it. And what a way to kick off the show. Now I want to see the end of Monday Night Raw. Even if I have to watch Nia Jax in the ring. I have to see Christian in action. We got Andrade and Angel Garza arguing, they have issues with each other. And that's when we got Kevin Owens versus Angel Garza. Obviously, that's a rivalry on Monday Night Raw. It was pretty decent in my opinion. We got Andrade. He, distracts Angel Garza. Stunner. Kevin Owens takes the W. And that's when things got heated. Andrade, has problems with Angel Garza. Angel Garza also has problems with Andrade. And now, it's even worse. But Zelina Vega says, you know what? You have to work together, not against each other. And, they gotta do what they gotta do. And the only question is, eventually we will get this match. Angel Garza versus Andrade. It's not gonna last forever. But who Zelina Vega is going to pick? Angel Garza or Andrade? I'm pretty sure it's gonna be Andrade for one simple reason. You see, people, Andrade is not good on the microphone. Well, Angel Garza is not perfect as well. His English is not the best. Look who's talking. But he has a lot of charisma. Angel Garza is a lot more charismatic, and I think out of these two, he could be on his own, or maybe find a new partner if needed. Andrade needs Zelina Vega. At least right now. We got MVP and Bobby Lashley in the ring. They're talking about their match at Backlash against Drew McIntyre, basically telling that, Bobby Lashley got distracted by his terrible wife, and Drew McIntyre took the opportunity, and if he was a real man, he would have offered a rematch, He's not a real WWE champion. We got Lana, and obviously we got Lana and MVP arguing again, and, things got heated. And Lana said, you know what, I should have probably slept with Drew McIntyre. I agree. Surprisingly, well, is that a surprise anymore? Bobby Lashley picks MVP's side. And he also said, I want a divorce. Oh, sneaky Bobby. We love Bobby. I love Bobby. You love Bobby. MVP loves Bobby. Lana loves Bobby. Even Rusev loves Bobby. Bobby is a very sneaky man. I'm divorcing you because you ruined my matches. That is a nice way to say stop making TikToks. That is the real reason, I'm pretty sure. That's what I would do. That's what you would do probably. She's making TikToks. And that is not a healthy relationship. So we got Viking Raiders and Street Profits versus Akira Tozawa and 3 Ninjas. Okay, man, why is this even happening? Who's writing this crap? The Viking Raiders and Street Profits won, and after the match, we got, a little brawl. But man, it's the Big Show. Oh my, it's the Big Show, and we have this big man versus the Big Show. I'm so psyched. So psyched about this. Why is this still happening? Why is it so bad? So let's talk about this Rey Mysterio and Seth Rollins situation. The rivalry is great, still going strong, we got them talking, and the whole point of this segment was that Seth Rollins basically said, Dominic has 2 choices. He either joins us or he will be sacrificed.
That's stupid, Seth. Dominic, my son Dominic, as a puppy of Dominic, he would never do this. Ever. Booyaka.
And that's when we got Dominic actually attacking Seth Rollins, and that was actually pretty entertaining, man. That was okay. Dominic has it. I'm the biggest supporter of Dominic, man. He also beaten the crap out of Buddy Murphy, Austin Theory, and yeah. So there's a lot of possibilities and potential with this. I would love to see Dominic joining, Seth Rollins, but first, I want them to have a match at Extreme Rules, maybe, the next pay-per-view. I think that would be pretty awesome. Dominic, Seth Rollins. Dominic loses, but still was very strong in the match. And he's like, okay, if I can't win against ya, I'll join ya. And then, one day, we will have this story of Dominic being confused. Who should I pick? My dad Rey Mysterio? Or Seth Rollins?
Come to papi, Dominic.
I don't know, I'm confused.
I'm Seth Rollins. You should be with me. Your career is going to be a lot better. No, don't listen to him. It's all about familia.
And Dominic is all confused. What am I gonna do? Wow, I want to see that story. This is actually a pretty funny segment. We got Bobby, MVP, RTruth, Drew McIntyre. They suggested a winner takes all match. For both championships. RTruth decided to accept it, even though Drew was like, okay, this is a bad idea. And RTruth doesn't even know what that means. He thinks it's gonna be Becky 2 belts. Whatever. But again, for both championships on Monday Night Raw, pretty good. Natalya and Liv Morgan versus the Iconics. Surprisingly, the Iconics won the match. And, Natalya got angry, said that, well, that's the reason why Ruby Riott kicked you out of the group. So Natalya is a heel again. We also got Lana talking to her, and it seems like this is gonna be a new tag team. Which is okay. Christian accepts Randy Orton's challenge. We will see Christian versus Randy Orton in the main event. Good, man. Now I want to see Monday Night Raw. I want to keep watching Raw. And that rarely happens.
Apollo, I think you should join me. You don't have to defend this United States Championship every week.
And he basically said that, I'm going to be your manager if you want to keep this United States Championship. You should play dirty. Apollo says, you know what, man? If I'm not a fighting champion, I'm not a champion. Ooh, and stuff. Daddy, I've accomplished everything. What's next? I don't know. What was the point of this segment? Then we got Apollo Crews versus Shelton Benjamin. For some reason, it was a non-title match, even though he called himself a fighting champion. Either way, it's funny because Shelton Benjamin in the WWE is basically a jobber, even though he's a former champion. I think he's a former United States champion, Intercontinental champion, Tag Team champion, and ECW champion, I think. But they treat him as a jobber. In this match, however, Apollo Crews cheated to win against Shelton Benjamin. And I don't know why. That was weird, honestly. And I believe this is basically telling us that he will join MVP one day. We're already seeing dirty sides of Apollo Crews. You know? This man has something in his mind. He's about to turn heel. He's a bad boy.
Here's the thing, Truth. If we lose this match, it will cost me the WWE Championship.
It took a while for RTruth to get that, but I think he did. Yeah. And that's when we got a tag team match for the WWE title. MVP and Bobby Lashley versus RTruth and Drew McIntyre. I think it was for both championships, but they never even mentioned the 24/7 championship for some reason. Anyway, it was a decent match, you know. Drew McIntyre was nervous, but at the end of it, he was like, okay, we're winning anyway. Let's do it, RTruth. Let's do it. Extremely low battery. So they won the match, they retained the championships, and yeah, that was pretty decent. We also got Asuka versus Nia Jax. It was for the Raw Women's Championship. Yeah, man, you know how I feel about Nia Jax in a match. We got some referee distraction and stuff, and Asuka actually won the match, but it was a quick count. You know, it was a fast count, and yeah, just give Asuka a clean victory, come on. Like, nobody wants to see Nia Jax as a champion, nobody cares. Christian versus Randy Orton. I can't believe we seen Christian in an actual match. Maybe not an actual match, because, well, we got Ric Flair, and he said, you know what, let's not do this, but then he punched him into the cojones. Oh my, oh my. Oh my. And then we got a punt kick. So that was basically it. Christian is injured. And Randy Orton says, I didn't want to do this. I didn't want to do this. I'm sorry. It's your fault. It's your fault, you stupid son of a... I'm sorry. It's your fault. I'm sorry. You have nothing to do with this, man. You're such a brave soul. F you. It's your fault. That's basically Randy Orton right here, you know. Randy is... one interesting SOB, ladies and gentlemen, and I gotta say, good. I didn't expect a match, and it seems like Randy Orton is bringing back his 2009 gimmick. He's calling himself a legend killer. Before the match, he actually, asked Charlie, is Christian a legend? I think he is a legend, and he's stupid. He actually asked, Charlie that. So he's a legend killer, but he's also acting like the Viper, the real Viper, 2009 version. He's crazy. Not everything is okay in that Randy Orton's head, in the head of this. And yeah, that was a decent episode of Raw. Hopefully you enjoyed as well. Thank you for watching. The Great One, peace, love, and hugs. It's been a pleasure.